I'll just ask the 10 questions, Chris, and it's a quick answer and a why.
Okay.
So, number one, favourite ground that you played at?
I used to like playing at Old Trafford. I seemingly always used to have a good game at Old Trafford, which obviously ended up me getting a move there in '85. And I used to like playing at Anfield as well. But I didn't like Victoria Park.
Number two, the toughest opponent that you played against, who always give you a tough time or scored goals against you?
Well, I think the goals. I mean, it could be a load of players. But I think Ian Rush was one of the best strikers that I ever faced. Glenn Hoddle was a tremendous striker of a free kick in my day. But then in my early days, and when I first started at Sheffield Wednesday in the old third division, I mean, in those days, every corner kick, first one put under the bar, the keeper used to get smashed. And there used to be a big guy, ex-Middlesbrough, Billy Ashcroft, in the days of Wrexham. Many a time bundled me back in the back of the net early days. Mickey Harford was a tough opponent in them days. I remember going to Luton one night, one afternoon, and I had a back trouble all week. And I didn't think I was going to make the game, but I made the game with a fitness test Saturday morning. And I'm talking to Mickey Harford before the game, 20 minutes on Sunderland, because he's a big Sunderland fan. And good as gold, Mickey. But first time the ball came into that box in the game, he smashed me into the back of the net. And but I had the last laugh. We beat him 1-0 that day.
Okay, next question. The funniest teammate or funniest player that you've managed?
The funniest teammate? Well, Darrell Clark. Darrell Clark was funny.
Yeah.
He told me he was a goal-scoring midfield player. I never saw him score a goal, I don't think, did I, Darrell?
That's more money than Peter Beardsley.
1 in 4, that's all he ever says. 1 in 4.
Is that in training? That must have been training.
He told us last week, Chris, that his agent came up to meet you and asked for more money than Peter Beardsley was on at Newcastle.
Yeah, in a Porsche. In a Porsche. I was sitting in the office in a big Porsche and whizzed past the window. I'm thinking, in Hartlepool, a Porsche in them days, woof. I'm thinking, God, he can't be coming up here. Here it was. His agent drove from London, picked Darrell up and brought him up there. And asking for ridiculous money. So I said to Darrell out the back, said, hey, Darrell, listen, I'm telling you, deal's off. I said, we can't afford them. How much can you pay me? How much can you pay me? So I told him, he said, I'll sign. I'll get rid of it. I'll get rid of it. I want to come. And he came and it was fantastic. 80 grand we paid for him. Sold Tommy for 800 and bought Darrell for 80. Good business.
Yeah, definitely. Next question, and well, Darrell's got a few mentions on this one as well. Ugliest teammate?
Ugliest teammate?
Yeah.
Graham Hogg, Manchester United.
Oh yeah, I remember him.
Big Hoggy. He was gruesome. You went a night out with Hoggy. Oh gosh. He'd have teeth missing out the front, big nose and spiky hair. He could frighten people.
Next question, the fastest teammate?
The fastest teammate? Nick Pickering at Sunderland. Could run like the wind.
Yeah.
Absolutely unbelievable runner.
Right, we'll not do the, so the best signing you made as a manager?
Made some bad ones, but people always remember your bad ones. They never remember your good ones. I mean, I think I'll be totally honest. I think Gordon Watson on a free transfer at Hartlepool. I just mentioned Darrell, Chrissy Westwood, Mark Tinkler, Paul Smith, all free transfers. Anthony Williams, goalkeeper, free transfer, good servant. And so on. And Sheffield Wednesday, I signed Glenn Whelan and Chris Brunt, free transfers, one from Man City, one from Middlesbrough. Sheffield Wednesday sold him for £3.5 million. Sam Clucas, we signed at Chesterfield for 100 grand. I sold him for 1.2 million to Hull. A lot of good deals. But also there'll be players that didn't do so well and being disappointed. There's plenty of them as well, I'm sure.
Right, you could have probably the biggest list for this next question, because the next one, the biggest drinker.
Biggest drinker.
Yeah.
Whew, well,
I've been out with Robbo before, so I've seen him
yeah.
drink.
I've been out with Chris before.
No, I mean, Manchester United, when we were there were some big drinkers there. Kevin Moran, Alan Brazil, Brian Robson, but it was a culture in them days.
Yeah.
All the top clubs. I mean, you played football on Saturday afternoon, 3-1, 4:45. You had your team talk after the match. You got showered and changed by 5:10. The bus left at 5:45. You got as many pints down as you could in the players' lounge, and then you got on bus. There was some lagers. We then get the Weatherby for fish and chips, and if there were no lagers on the bus, a couple of lads would go into the pub next to the chip shop, get some lagers. By the time you get off the bus at Roker Park, you were all over the place. That's true, Yeah. But that wasn't Sunderland. That was every football club. Every football. You read the books of John Terry, the Liverpool lads, the Tottenham lads, Man United, Man City. It was just the culture of what football was in them days. And if you were brought up through those days, that's how it was.
Well, I remember when I first went to Hartlepool, we were going to an away game, and it was probably Denny, a couple of lads who were already there before me. But even talking, and one was like, "Whoa, 12, that easy, 12," and the other one was like, "Nah, it's 10. I might even just take 8." And I'm thinking, what are they talking about? And they were basically they had how many cans they needed to get back for. So if it was a short, it was like, "Oh, we're only going to Mansfield. Oh, that's 4 or 6 cans that." But if it's talking like 14 cans, you're going to need a crate to get home at this rate. And like Chris said, we used to get off the bus. I mean, I'm not a big drinker like anyway, but they get off. People had the ties around their head, they had tops off, they were dancing off the bus. And it was just like Chris said, it was just a culture at the time that's what you did after a game.
Well, I banned alcohol on the Hartlepool bus, as you know. We had no alcohol on the bus, only on very special occasions.
Yeah. My last question, Chris, and teammate that you wouldn't want in your family.
Teammate.
So teammate.
Oh dear, teammate. That's a hard question. That. Who did Darryl Clark say?
He said Humps.
Why wouldn't you want Humps? He's the boy next door.
Well, I think Trig just gets on to Humps end up on the go to him all the time. So he's like, I just wouldn't want him. Things got a mention of Nels because things is a nuisance. So Nels says, I just wouldn't want him anywhere near my family because it just causes.
I think you would say maybe Splash, because Splash would be up all night with the bets from the American football or the golf that's in Japan, or he'd be on his laptop. I remember Sweens telling me one night about Boydie when he was in his room. And he was walking around his room trying to get a reception on his laptop so he can put a stinker bet on in the middle of the night. But no, I think that's a difficult one to say, really. I haven't really got an answer for that. Ask me another question.
That's it, Chris, we're done.
Oh!